I'm Julia Galea, and I have my friend here, Carmen
Hello.
Castillo. I love saying her last name, Castillo.
Thank you.
From Cakes by Carmen. And we're going to talk about something that's pretty important in our cakers community. A lot of us don't just strictly cake. A lot of us have multi hats. We have a lot of hats that we wear, right? Like some of us are mommies, some of us are daddies, and some of us actually have a full-time job.
Right, some of us do.
And
it's difficult.
We do moonlight baking, right?
Right.
That's what you do, right?
Yes, pretty much.
So what do you do in the daylight?
Well, I work for a property management company, and I'm very busy throughout the day. I'm all over the city. I'm dealing with people all the time, and it's just busy. It's hectic every single day.
So that's your non-cake life.
That's my non-cake life, yeah.
Okay. So when you get home, you clock out of your job, and can you get to doing your cakes right away, or?
No, I don't. I have children. I do have to tend to them first before I can do anything else, so.
Okay, so you have to be mommy too.
Yes, I have to be mommy too. So yeah, Candy, we are more than bakers.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I don't think we have a choice.
No.
Right?
No.
How do you actually transition yourself from working in the office all day long to going to baking? Like, are you the type of person who would be like, you're in the office, you do your job, meanwhile all you can think of is that, how much frosting do I have to make those cupcakes?
You know what? To be honest with you, yes, that's me. I'm human. I won't only think of just that work. I do think about other things too. But yes, I am thinking about what buttercream I might need to prepare, or what list I didn't complete, or what my prep is as soon as I leave the office. It's a lot.
Okay, so you mentioned list.
Yes.
Is that how you keep yourself organized?
Yes, I do make...
Hi, Jean. Hi, Danielle.
Hey, guys. I do make a list for everything, down to what I have to do, when I have to do it, probably what time of day I'm supposed to do it. I have to think of everything. I don't like surprises, and a lot of times, unfortunately, it happens, so I need to be prepared.
Sounds to me like a little bit of a control freak, but that's okay. But that also sounds like you're very organized. Is that what helps you?
Yeah, it does help me a lot.
Okay, so being organized is the key,
right.
Basically. That's your strategy.
Right.
Can you talk us through a typical week, maybe from Monday to Friday, how it would work for you? Like, what would your caking schedule be like?
Okay.
Or life schedule altogether?
I try to get as much prep done as possible between Monday and Tuesday. The middle of the week, for anybody, I find that it's just busy. I want to get as much done as possible before the end of the week comes. Well, the end of the week would be Thursday, Friday for some people. That's the beginning of the week for me, and it's difficult to manage at times, so I try to have as much done early in the week as possible.
Okay, so talk us through. So you're saying decorations and what? Any type of embellishment? Anything that you have?
Yes.
Okay.
Decoration, details. I want to try to come up with, if there's like a last minute change to a design, or if I have another idea, I need to make sure that I have everything on point.
Erica, you make lists too. Danielle, I know you do. Danielle makes lists for lists.
I do too. Once I cross everything out, if it's too messy, I have to make another one.
Ooh, yes. So I was right. You are controlling. I'm the type that I forget to put it on the list, so I have to go back to the list, write it down, just so I can cross it out and feel good about it.
Modern technology, I take a picture of my list also, just in case I lose it, I drop it, I forget it at
That's
home.
a brilliant tip. Take a picture.
That's really OCD, guys.
No, yeah, well, I think a lot of us are in this profession for OCD, and I think that actually the baking is what calms it down, because it actually feeds our our need for organization, the need to cross out things on lists. But if you want to know more about OCD, you need to speak to Danielle.
Danielle, I'm gonna call you.
She's good. Okay, so
See, I do the same thing.
I know that. We know. You don't have to say, but we appreciate it. You reiterating that. Hi, Susie. Yes.
Hey, Susie.
Your lists are always on the phone. I
Yeah.
am so old school, you guys. I love paper. I love my paper. And I actually have a pen at all times. I don't know. And actually, I prefer pencil. It's just the math. I actually went to school to be an accountant, so I think it has to do with that.
That's awesome.
It's OCD, and I love numbers. They make sense, usually. So you make your list. When do you actually make your list? Do you make them on the weekend before? Do you start them when exactly? Make sure you're in the picture, love. I want to make sure you're in it.
Trying to hide.
No, you're gorgeous.
I try to make the list
Hi, Holly.
as soon as I know what I have to do. It could be from 2 months before. It could be from.
So you get your order and you make your list right away.
I try to make the
That's
list right away,
brilliant.
just so that I can stay as prepared as possible. Because I'm always just so limited on time, it's important for me to prep early.
Okay.
I feel like that's key.
Neat. So preparation here, make your list as soon as you get your order. And then first 2 days of the week so far we have you prep any type of embellishments, any type of decor that you need, any type of toppers you need.
Right.
Okay. So now we're taking you to Wednesday. What happens Wednesday?
Wednesday, usually I forgot something, and I try for that not to happen, but it happens almost every
What
time.
are we forgetting exactly?
I forgot to buy I forgot to buy a box, or I forgot to buy something.
Well, how come? It was on your list, wasn't it?
I skipped over it because I crossed over everything else.
So the listing is working perfect.
Listen, I'm human. It doesn't work all the time.
Of course,
I try.
Of course. Of course you're human. What could we do to rectify that? Maybe there should be like a system where it should be like a 10-point system. Okay, check. In other words, okay, do you have your box? Do you have your this? Whenever I do, this is my tip. This is my little weird tip that I do. Because when you're baking, I get distracted so easily. Like if something flies by me, or a beautiful thought, or a poem walks in, because I'm so creative, things just come into my head. Or like design for a cabinet. Don't ask, but that's how my brain works. It just is, okay? So my head is busy doing something. I'm measuring something, and I'll forget an ingredient. It's happened to all of us. We forget the sugar. We put it in, and we're like, oh, this looks weird, but I'm gonna put it in anyway. And you're like, oh, the sugar's on the counter.
Yes.
So what my thing, and I know we're talking about keeping organized in our work and cake life balance, but this keeps me during my baking day. I actually say to myself, how many ingredients do I have in my dry ingredients? I count. Boom, boom, boom.
Right.
And I say to myself, did my sugar? Did I do my this? So
Well,
I say this.
Do you set everything aside in the beginning? Like, do you have
Mise en place. Just like cooking, mise en place. Everybody's in order. If I can, I will measure either the evening before, or I'll wake up in the morning while I'm having my coffee, and I'll measure everything because again, I get distracted.
Yes.
And I do have a scale. I'm big on scales and accuracy, but what if you move away from my scale for 2 seconds, it goes back to 0, so I get really
right.
But so yeah, I do that. Because again, it feeds my organization. Because what will happen is you walk away, phone rings, something happens, the stove beeps, and you're like, you're back to the last batter to go in, and that's the one you mess up.
Right.
You don't have any more butter. Sugar, you're like down to like the last quarter cup, and it just didn't work out.
Right.
Okay, so back to you. So you're saying Wednesday, sometimes you typically forget something. We're gonna we're gonna work on that.
We're gonna work on that this week.
We should make a master list. How about that?
I try to keep that also, and it doesn't always work. I get distracted, or things just, hey baby, oh my gosh, my kids are on. Hey guys.
Hi sweetheart.
Hey everybody.
Look at mommy. Look at how smart she is. She's gorgeous and smart. It's okay.
Yeah, I try to stay as organized as possible. I get distracted. I have children.
No, yeah.
The TV is on, or the radio's on, or anything's on, or, the timer finished on this. I have to get on that. It's
it's a very distracting life that we lead.
Yes.
Okay, and here we are having people who are on social media, God bless them, who are periscoping, they are Facebook living,
Right.
they are YouTube living. I mean, they're doing like triple, quadruple broadcasts at the same time,
Right.
and I can't even text and walk at the same time. Okay, so I mean, we're a very distracted thing, you know, type of. It's just our society right now, and so making these lists, and I think that's the common message here is just try to get yourself organized. And apparently, even when you're organized, it's tough to stay on task. I think focus is a major thing here.
Absolutely.
And be prepared. Not too long ago, I partook in a group that was talking about keeping your diet, keeping up with a healthy diet, not only for yourself but for your children. Danielle DiCiara from Bake Me a Cake, she was actually one of the coaches for this, and she had spoken about how it's about meal planning. So this is really about the same thing. Thinking ahead, right? Getting yourself organized, okay? And looking at your inventory. Maybe there should be an inventory day.
Right.
Maybe Monday or Sunday should be inventory day.
I try to do inventory.
Boxes,
I try to do
you
it
know?
at least a week in advance just to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Sundays, I really do like to get out there, get whatever it is that I might be missing.
Right.
I
For
try.
that week,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But at least if you're saying that Wednesday you're missing something, at least it's not Friday.
It's not Friday, and it's nothing major, but it does happen to me, and I don't plan for it. It just
Of
time-
course,
time escapes me.
none of us plan for it. None of us plan for the elephant's trunk to fall off the fondant topper. We don't plan for that, but it does happen. Let's make sure you're in the picture here. Okay, so what's your Wednesday look like other than perhaps you might forget? So in other words, Wednesday's the day that you make sure that you have everything that you need, and you go get whatever is missing, basically.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so what else do you do on Wednesday? Do you bake yet? What's your bake day?
Depending on what I'm doing, Wednesdays might be the easier type of treats. You know, I try to either start getting some of the dipping to happen, or I try to, you know, whatever toppers need to be assembled, those details need to be painted. You know, I love it.
Yes.
And I try to get what I think are little things out of the way.
So you don't do just cakes, you also do treats, you kind of do a
Yes.
complete dessert table type of stuff sometimes?
Sometimes.
Okay, so you try to take care of the smaller desserts prior to the cake, whether it be cake pops or Rice Krispie treats
Pretzels,
or pretzels.
Oreos, things like that, right?
Wow, okay, so you really need to stay on task with this. Okay, so we have the smaller treats we get out of the way on Wednesday. Now we're down to Thursday. What do we do?
Thursday, the baking either happens in the morning,
Okay.
or I try to have all that done for Thursday, just so that I can begin actual decorating, or, you know, depending on what's due, assembling, depending on what's due when.
Okay.
I do have things.
So you do Thursday, cool them, and then cut them in the evening. Start assembling by Thursday, or Friday assemble.
Well, if it's something for Friday, let's say, I would do Thursday. If it's for Saturday, it would be Friday.
Okay, so you try to assemble the night before. Okay. How does that work for you?
You know what? Sometimes it works. There are days where I'm just ahead of the game, and this is like, oh yes, I feel like a rock star. And it's great. But then, you know, time escapes.
Something always happens. Something always happens.
Something happens.
I'm gonna tell you a quick little story. You guys, we're from like the old school. From hi Jasmine, hi Giancarlos. We come from the old school. I think both of us did. I mean, we kind of came from the University of Challenge, right? From
Challenge, yes. I love a challenge.
Not the challenge, but Challenge the show.
Yes.
Right.
Oh yeah.
We're on point today.
It's Monday. I'm exhausted.
No,
Sorry.
I hear you. So that show taught me so much, and a lot had to do with preparation. And no matter how much you prepare, things happen.
Right.
And their cakes fell apart, and they were professionals. They took on too much than they can swallow.
Yes.
Right? So what do? It just taught me so much. And here we are many, many years later. The show was canceled and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But I'm still learning from that. Right. And so things are going to happen. And, my husband always tells me, like, gee, no matter how much you prepare, no matter how many lists you have, the client comes to either pick up or you going to drop off, that those last 15 minutes, there's some psychological rush.
Right.
Where the tape, you can't find the line on the tape.
Oh.
No, and you want to take the box, and you're frantically looking for the line, yes. And then somebody's trying to help you out and grabs it from you, and then,
yeah,
your
that's
logo.
The story of my life.
You can't find the logo, right?
Oh my gosh,
something, okay, or you grab your cake pops to go put them in the box, and you're left with the stick in your hand, and the pop fell off.
That brings me back to the very first time I did that. Thankfully, it was one of my friends who, she's like, Carmen, you have to try this, do it. So she comes to my house to pick this up, and literally the cake ball just fell off. She's like, you know what? I'm going to take it like that. And I told her she's very brave. And she did take them, but it was just a disaster. Ashamed, but it was the first time I ever tried anything like that.
You shouldn't be ashamed, honey. I mean, like you said, it was the first time you ever tried it, and guess what? It happens to professionals all the time.
Yeah, of course it does. Of course it does.
This is food.
Yeah,
it's food,
but it shouldn't fall.
It shouldn't fall, but you know what? Honestly, cake should not be on a stick. I said it.
Wait, no, guys, don't listen to her.
Why?
Cake is delicious on a stick. You're not a fan of cake pops, right?
Okay, this is the deal with cake pops and me. Okay, I'm just gonna say it now. Okay, this is it. I'm going into the confession.
Go for it.
This is the thing about me and cake pops. I just don't find them enjoyable. I think they are cute, and I think that people who do them and make them are very super talented. I just personally don't enjoy them. They frustrate me more than enjoying them. What happened? Danielle?
No, they're not.
Oh, so you believe in that too? I thought she liked... Danielle, I thought you liked cake pops. She does...
No. You're thinking of Danny. Danny loves cake pops.
But Danielle, I thought Danielle likes it. She does...
Danielle, do you do cake pops?
I thought she did. I don't know.
I have a love-hate relationship.
No, yeah, they're the devil. See, I'm with you. Okay, good. I have somebody in that. So the thing is with them is just, I feel like they just burn up my time. I don't have patience for them. And I remember, and I don't know if my client is watching right now, but it was years ago, I was making cake pops. I said, sure, I could make like 200 cake pops for you, no problem. Oh, Minnie Mouse, no problem. So every time I tapped it, her ears would fall off because it was the Minnie Mouse thing. Yeah. Oh my God, my words got colorful. And I said, never again. And I've done them again. And I actually did some this summer. My God, why do we do this? We always say never again, but yet we do it.
Yes, I think
because we want to please our clients all the time. Right,
I think that the adrenaline.
Hi, Bonnie. I was just talking about you before. Hi, Janet. I hate cake. Okay, let's take a vote here since we're talking about cake. I know this show is not about cake pops, but I just want to, make a point right now. If you like cake pops, put heart cake pops. If you hate cake pops,
thank you, Mom.
Get the
See?
Get the little the devil emoji
or the mad one. No, guys, you have to only do hearts.
No.
I love them. Oh yes, that's
you love them because you like to eat them. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about making them. I'm talking about making them, people. Susie, I have to start them early, right?
That's how.
Right. Yeah, you're right. I guess again it's about preparation. But let me tell you, I lose years of my life doing cake pops. That's my point.
I think you have to just be patient. And when you're working on cake pops, maybe only do that. Don't do anything else.
Okay, we need a separate show for that. Because we're talking about strategies and work-life balance and how really there is no balance. I mean, so you're telling me you're doing all this stuff. So where are your kids in all this and your husband? Do they eat?
They eat.
Where's the laundry? Do they walk themselves to the laundromat? What happened?
I wish they would, but no.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, how do you balance all this stuff? And then,
It's difficult.
of course, your friends want you to hang out, right? And of course, you can't show up to a party without cake because then you're the devil. You know, like, how do you balance all that stuff out now?
Sometimes what I will do is if I want to go somewhere, I have them come to me.
Okay, so you have your friends come over.
Yeah, and we, have fun.
Okay, like while you're caking, no.
No, not while I'm caking,
But they're always looking for cake to see if you have some scraps.
Listen, sometimes it's scraps, not all the time, but
Not all the time. It's true.
yeah.
People think I like constantly have cake, or that's what I feed my kids all the time, and it's actually couldn't be the farthest from the truth.
That's true. I mean, Saturday, I definitely had some scraps. I think
Every
some
once
of
in a
you might have
while.
seen that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not all the time, but
Yeah. So okay. So like, what day is your laundry day?
oh my gosh, when I can find the time during the week,
Okay.
it
So is that
almost
like
probably
Monday?
wouldn't even.
Is that like Monday?
It might be Wednesday. My light day. It could be Tuesday.
Okay.
I like Tuesdays.
Okay. Tuesdays. Okay. Okay. I'm just trying to figure it out because I mean, people are out there like saying, "Well, when do you do all this type of stuff?"
There's not enough hours in the day to do everything that needs to be done, but I have to make it happen.
I gotta ask you this question because you're a caker and you work full time, and it's kind of. I didn't ask you this before, but I'm gonna ask you and put you on the spot now.
Oh man.
No, it's not tough. I mean, answer honestly, and if you don't feel like answering it, just kick me. Would you ever consider doing caking full time?
That's a very good question. I think that eventually it would be great. I would love that. Danielle, I'm gonna message you about that later on. Okay, to be honest with you, it would be great. Maybe not right now. I'm happy with the craziness and the chaos that goes on right now, but maybe in the future.
It
Who
seems
knows?
to me like you kind of like this rush.
I do.
It is a rush, isn't it? It's like a nice little roller coaster, and you're like,
Yeah.
when it's done. It is kind of cool. Danielle, we're not talking about underwear right now. That's another show on another channel. You've been doing caking for how long?
Oh, it's been 4 years almost.
4 years.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get it started?
I came home one day and my husband left a bag full of cake stuff and said, "Here, you should bake our daughter her birthday cake."
What?
And I thought he was crazy, but I did it. And it's been...
What made him do that?
I don't know. I don't know.
He's like, cake is too expensive. Women.
No!
That's okay.
No, not at all. I think that I like things a certain way, and he just wanted me to give it a try, so I did it. I
so
tried
you were
it.
complaining that these people are not doing what you want?
No, actually, no. We never had an issue.
Go ahead.
Oh my God, we never had an issue. He just wanted me to just give it a try. And, from when I was younger, I was always the one to, have Carmen do cupcakes. And
Yeah.
even when, my kids were really, really tiny, it was, birthday parties were just such a big deal. And I had to have matching everything. So when that happened, I'm like, all right, I'm going to give it a shot. What is this fondant stuff? I don't even know what to do. How do you? And it was just a lot of work.
So your husband really got you kind of motivated into Kickstarter, and you
Pretty
probably
much.
saw potential in you or something, maybe something that you didn't see in yourself.
Maybe.
I think it had to do with the budget.
No.
Susie, so you did your laundry at 2 a.m. Let me tell you something, and this is something that's really important to me and with these cakers, and it's kind of going to get into why I got into this cakers chat. I love you guys so much. You all work so hard, and a lot of people work so hard in so many different industries.
Right.
But the people in the restaurant industries and bakers, and I'm just going to talk to you guys specifically right now, we live such unhealthy lives. We don't get enough sleep.
Nope.
We don't get enough rest.
Hi, Lisa. No, we don't.
There's no relaxation. There's no me time. Me time is doing laundry, right?
I bring the family with me. I really don't.
You know, our husbands and wives are cake widows, right? They sit on the couch by themselves while you work until all hours on the night.
Yes.
There's no discussion. I don't know if you're like me, but when I'm in cake mode, nobody else exists. So tonight is Cheerios, everybody. Tonight is pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there really is no balance. Is what I found out for myself. It's either yay or nay. It's either you have me or you don't. And if when you do have me and I'm in the middle of cake and you actually force me into it, what's going to happen is you're going to get that dazed and confused Juliet, where all I'm thinking about is like, how much was that Italian buttercream? How much? 248 was the degrees? Yeah, that's right. Okay, okay. And so you're just like waiting for everybody to disappear so you can boil that sugar and make your stuff, do your caking thing, because that's where you kind of get your high.
Right.
Right? Is that where you get your high? I totally do.
it.
I'm like that freak that once I put those egg whites into the... I'm so weird. When I get them into my my bowl and they start spinning and the whisking and they get shiny white, every time it doesn't get old for me. I get so excited. I'm like, it's happening, it's happening.
I love to just stand there and
Thank you.
watch it happen. I love to just record it. I know it's the same exact thing every time, but it doesn't matter. I just like watching.
Hi, Janet.
process.
Truth.
It's true. It's very
Yeah.
true. And it is gratifying. You know, what we do, it's, you want to, I find happiness in other people being
Hi,
happy.
Jacqueline. Welcome. Yes.
You know what? That's true. There was someone recently, I want to say in the last couple
You
months.
keep
who-
on getting out of the picture.
I'm doing it on purpose.
No. Yeah, how did we get this angle? Come over
Oh,
here.
that's true. Sorry, guys.
Don't worry about it.
So there's someone who recently just had a lot of work to do, and we were up, a lot of us, with that person. I think it was like 2 a.m. and there was a lot of chatting going on. You just keep each
Hi,
other busy.
Maribel.
At that hour, you know, your family or whoever it is might be sleeping, but you're up.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
Because guess what? You should be sleeping too. What my point is that sometimes it can happen that where you're up late at night and that you're working full time and stuff like that. But I believe that there should be, or there can be, a better way to do things.
I'm sure there is.
Okay. If you guys are into Cara Couture's cakes, I love her to death. She's like my cousin in my head. She's my cake cousin in my head. She doesn't know it, but now she does. She talks about a different type of cake schedule where you're preparing way ahead of time, and people will be like, well, that's way too far ahead to bake your cake and stuff like that. And she argues, well, if you have a good cake and you seal it right and you do what you're supposed to do correctly, you'll be fine.
Right.
And by Friday afternoon, you can go play with your 3-year-old. Imagine that. Play
Oh my
Play-Doh
gosh.
with your kid. Can you
That would be
imagine
nice.
that?
That would be
Or you
nice.
can actually sit there and cuddle with your husband or significant other.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that. And
Right.
like listen to whatever they have to say about work, or even though you don't want to, but
Listen, or the game. I don't get to watch the game when it's on. I don't get to see the news. I don't get to.
I agree. Jacqueline, do you agree with her timeline? I mean, so many people argue back and forth. What she speaks of, and if you guys get a chance, please take a look at what Cara Couture's cakes. She posted it's on her blog, her weekly schedule of how she does her cakes. Basically, she starts them Monday.
Mm-hmm.
She does her buttercreams or whatever, and I believe her bake day is either Monday or Tuesday. That far ahead.
Wow.
Okay, where you're boxing by Thursday or photographing by Thursday. But you know, it's something worthwhile to take a look at. And it might not fit everybody's schedule, but this unhealthy lifestyle that we live as bakers, even moonlight cakers, it leads to other stuff. Frustration,
Yes.
depression, A lot of people, and now I'm not a mental health specialist. I don't know any of this stuff, but I know a lot of cakers, and a lot of us have many issues. And we go into caking to kind of help our issues. If we have OCD,
Right.
if we have, we're not familiar. If we have anything like that, we go into it to soothe us.
Right.
And then a lot of times what happens is you have baker's burnout.
That's true. And my mom's absolutely right. I think it's important to have a good support system, whether it's at home. I'm thankful I do have that at home with, my family. But some people, they have that with their friends, with other cakers. And
Well, what do you think that support system does for you?
I think it's motivating. I think that it should be like that. I think people should motivate one another.
But do you think it's still healthy for... Oh, so you're saying just because you're staying up and you're tired, you have people who still encourage you and that keeps you going?
That does keep me going. I find that, someone just tell me, oh my gosh, Carmen, you can do it, just continue. Even if they just sign off right afterwards, just them telling me that, it's like, oh my gosh, yes, let me just, next step, just one more thing or 5 more minutes. It's motivating.
I understand that it's motivating, but I'm kind of talking to you from a healthy point of view.
Mm-hmm.
When are you going to the gym? When's the last time you drank some water? Are you drinking coffee? I'm talking from a health point of view.
Right.
And I'm not talking because I'm not talking because I live a healthy lifestyle. I'm not telling. I haven't slept, especially since Caker's Chat has started. Like minutes in between. I take little cat naps. Okay. It doesn't look like I'm doing a lot of work, behind the scenes, but I'm trying back here. Okay. And in order for this to happen, for us to do our 2 jobs or what have you, yes, we do have to have late nights sometimes, but it should be down to sometimes. And I think we need to come group together to see if there's something that we can do in order to do something like that. Hey, Carmen, do you think you could share maybe one of your lists with us? Maybe type up something like simple lists and maybe we can use it as a template?
Sure.
If you don't, we can combine something
Sure,
together.
I could definitely do that.
Just a general one?
I do keep old lists too, just to refer back to them.
That's exactly it, as a template, right?
Yeah.
Right? Oh, this was a 10-inch cake. What did it take for me to do?
Exactly, right.
Right. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Thank
You're
you for
welcome.
that. I appreciate it. I wanted to ask her some questions that I don't really know, but like, if you had to say you had a style, what's your style?
Oh man, I don't have one.
You have one. You know what the thing with Carmen, I've been talking to her, and I know her since the New York Cake Show, which is not a long time.
No.
But the thing with me is that once I meet people, and I love people so much, and I want to encourage them to do, I see people's potential. I'm an artist, so I'm constantly looking to see how beautiful they are inside and out. And you're gorgeous.
Thank you.
Both ways.
Thank you.
And uber talented. I looked at your work today, and I always do that before I go on a chat, and I said, my God, her work is so neat. So clean.
Thank you.
So precise.
I try.
You don't try, you do. You execute. And so if I was going to say a style for you would be neat and clean, for sure.
Thank you. I really do. That's my goal each time. I create stuff as if I'm the one as if it's for me. It's that important.
You have that passion.
Absolutely.
Okay, and you're that particular, which is great. You want to have a particular baker. So if you're a client out there and you're listening to this, you have to understand who your baker is. If your baker is particular, and particular about the ingredients they use, particular about the style that, how they actually prepare your work or the artwork or what have you. Like, is she the type of person who will have a tear in the fondant and just leave it there? Or she'll rip it off and she doesn't care if it's 5 o'clock in the morning and the light is coming up?
Yes, I most likely will rip it off. But if it's something that could be, what's the right
Hi,
word?
Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Thank you for sharing, Jacqueline. I appreciate it. If anybody wants to share our chat, please go ahead.
Thank you, guys. If it's something that could be easily decorated or covered, then I will do so.
Well,
but
you're back to time management, right?
Yeah, but I have started from the beginning,
And
just because
and sometimes you do more harm than good.
Yes.
know, right?
And I'll spend more time than necessary on something, but I feel like it happens.
I'm gonna put this all the way back because you keep on inching away from me, and I put on deodorant and everything.
Stop! Don't say that.
Well, then come closer. Is it my breath?
No.
All right. So then, anyway, yeah, that's right. We want to see Carmen's gorgeous face.
Thank you, Jackie.
Who's your cake idol?
Oh, jeez.
Is it a boy? Is it a girl?
You
You don't have one?
I follow so many.
I get what you're saying. So what? Okay, let's put it to you like this. Who's your first cake idol? You can say it that way.
You know who I loved from day one?
Go ahead, tell me.
Was stop it. From the very beginning, I started following Candy's page. Do you guys know who Candy is?
Candy Ramirez?
Are you here? She's probably prepping for her what's after this.
Yeah.
She's amazing, guys, amazing.
Yeah.
I started following Candy from Candy Queen Bee Baker. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of that. She's just absolutely amazing. And the very short amount of time I've been doing this, she was the first person I found. And I was just so wowed by her personality and just everything she did and why she did it. And that is motivating. That's just incredible. And I just love everything about her. So when I get these opportunities to create magic, I think back to that of when I first started. And I just...
That's so interesting you bring up Candy. Candy today was on a scope. You guys know that I've been trying.
She is amazing.
I've been stalking Archon mounts.
Alicia, hello.
Hi guys. I've been stalking Archon mounts, and I think she's been helping me out, Carmen, too. We're trying to.
I have.
We're trying to get her mount so that you guys don't see me like shaking about or like looking like I'm on a boat or like we're in the Blair Witch Project or something like that.
Right.
Which really we should come back a little bit because that light is harsh.
Okay.
But by the time we're done, this floor is going to be shiny. Anyway, so I've been working really hard and trying to win some Archon mounts. And I don't know if you guys, but Archon mounts is actually giving away. There's like 6 weeks that they're actually giving away these amazing
products,
amazing
mounts.
everything. Oh my God, they're like worth hundreds of dollars. Like these mounts where that you can like dual broadcast or whatever.
Right.
Things that I did not even know existed until like a few weeks ago, right?
Right.
So, and I was listening to Candy so that I can try to get you guys a mount so we can do this right. And Candy, in the middle of the live broadcast, shouted out Caker's chat.
Yes, she did.
And I was in awe.
Amazing.
And I was like, okay, thank you. She goes, and Juliet, I'm watching you guys, and I like what you do.
You deserve that.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
There's no joke about that. She's
I
right.
started bawling because I'm like, I don't know what I was doing. You like what I'm doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I just want to make my friends feel good. I want to make sure that they know how talented they are, and I want them to be comfortable in front of the camera, and get their names out there. I mean, I am not making any income from this. I don't see how one can. I'm silly and I don't know. But the whole point is that, so far I've had my friends on and I love the way they feel afterwards. They tell me that they're so happy, they feel relieved, and that's what I want to do.
But that's exactly what I would say everybody feels. I feel like that. I was super, super nervous, guys. The anxiety was off the charts the entire day, and I feel great.
Do you?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, I think it goes back to the caking, because when we cake, a lot of us, we basically cake for the high, not only of like all the stuff that we do with the cakes and the fact that we actually produce this gorgeous thing, we get that high, but also the client high, the high that you get when they're like, oh my God, that's big, that's so gorgeous. and the smile that you put on that little kid's face and stuff like that. Seeing you guys smiling afterwards or getting these kind of small feedback saying, you know, Juliet, I really love what you're doing. It means so much to me, and it really motivates me to keep on going.
And you should keep going.
And I will do it as long as I possibly humanly can. You know, it's tough because now all I've done is put more pressure on myself
A lot of us do that, though.
to, you know, produce cakes, still be mommy, still be this, and now I have Cakers Chat, which kind of grew up from an embryo to like this 30-year-old man. So like right now, like I'm heavily trying to get a website going so that you guys can head there. I got at least a Facebook page going right now. I have a nice lineup of a couple of people in the next couple of weeks. I have
Make sure you guys tune in. You don't want to miss it.
No, I have this really cool person coming in who is totally a social media guru. Completely. So like any questions you have for her, prepare yourself, okay? I have somebody coming in to show us cake structure, which is something I'm dying to watch myself.
That's awesome. Hey, Danny.
Hi, Dan. Thanks for tuning in. Hi, Brian.
Hi,
Thanks
Brian.
for tuning in, guys. So that's going to be insane. Let's see. Who else is coming? And I know you guys want me to get the guy with the cookies in Manhattan. We know who he is. I'm not going to say, but he's coming. He's coming. He's coming soon. He said yes. Yeah, it's exciting. And yes, I do have people who tell me no, but it's no because either they don't have time or it doesn't fit into the schedule. Because again, I have to. What I'm working out, and I should tell you guys this is, I'm trying to keep the Cakers Chats to Mondays and Tuesdays.
Right.
Because I'm still a caker. Right?
Yes.
Okay, so I gotta handle my business on that end. A. B, I still have my family, and we want to do late nights with you guys. Hi, Perez, love. You working
Hello.
on? Are you working? Hi.
Hey.
I love it. He calls me sexy and he calls me diva. I love it. My husband doesn't even call me anymore. Just. You're awesome, Perez. Hi, Brian. So I'm working on trying to keep the chats between Tuesdays and Mondays, so that you guys are probably doing some low-key stuff. Maybe watch me, or not, or watch me on the replay.
No, you guys must watch.
And catch me on the replay. I'm trying to put the replays on YouTube, and I'm working on really hard to get that mount so you don't see my shaky hand or try to look like, you know, like I'm running away with the camera. I don't know what is going on sometimes. But, you know, I'm trying to get that information out to you. And let me know if I'm being helpful. You know, like last week I brought in the Cheeky Monkey. I always keep it Cheeky Monkey. Cheeky, yeah.
That
Cheeky
was...
Chipmunk. Thank you.
Yes.
I brought her in because she's really smart. Okay, and she's a smart businesswoman. And it wasn't about the face painting as much as it was about, even though she's uber talented, and I've been trying to get her to paint a cake, but she won't do it.
She should.
I told her, like with buttercream, like, or with
oh my God, that would
cocoa
be amazing.
powders. Yeah, she could totally do it. I have full confidence, but she's like, you know, she really wants.
She was Erica. That's true.
I just want to keep her. She wants to keep her medium to skin for now. And I said, you know, she's so brilliant in everything she was saying. I said, this is so applicable to us.
Right.
Was it not?
Absolutely.
And not for nothing, we, you know, Amy and I, and Chef Amy, we talked about how important it is to network and how you were usually only available Mondays or whatever. We found out during that chat that they're Monday people too.
They are.
So we just opened up our network. So we can't, if Carmen's not available for mimosas on Monday, I can call Lenore, you know, or call somebody else who's in, you know, in the industry.
Right.
So that's pretty neat. So that's what Cakers Chat is going about. It's basically about us coming together in this Cakers community where it's so full of negativity.
Right.
People stealing recipes. People just doing not nice things. People being angry with each other for silly, silly, silly things. Things that are not important. Yes. Yeah, you should bring her cake. Why not? Her son likes green. So it has to be green icing. Yes, united. Exactly.
Yeah.
We want to be united, and you know what? Maybe I'm a fantasist. I can't help myself be who I am. I'm a romantic, and I want us to work together. You know, not against each other.
Right.
Is Brian still here? Brian, I don't know if you guys checked it out. Can you put some information? He wrote a really awesome article.
You're right, Amy. Respect each other and build each other up. I think that's
build
important.
each other
Absolutely.
up, and that's what Cakers Chat
Yes.
is really about. I want us to build each other up, and if we're falling or leaning,
Right.
like that one cake in the summertime, can you be the support I need? Okay, can you be the support I need to make sure that I get where I need to be? Okay, and that's what Cakers Chat is about.
Right.
And back to Brian, he probably left, but Brian Fisherman, I think it's Karma Cakes. Look him up. He wrote an awesome article that has to do with the cake community and how the cake community came together for him. And you guys, hi Amy.
Hello.
I'm still working on that list for you, by the way. It's important that we come together because we all live, again, I come back to the fact that we live or lead these lives that are really hard. We're hardworking people. We are multitasking people. We don't do caking alone. We are people pleasers, so sometimes people might step all over us sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
So we need to be there for one another when we need the love.
Right.
Right?
That's true. And that's what we're here for.
Going back to Queen Bee, Candy, thank you so much. It meant so much to me. So much to my cakers that you gave us a shout out. That's amazing. And the fact that you are following us and encouraging us to keep going, it means a lot. I mean, if you wanted to look at my encouragement level, like in Pokemon, you know, I always refer to that because my kids love Pokemon. But if you wanted to look at my encouragement level, it went sky high when you did that, and I it's amazing. I appreciate it. Hi Eva, nice, thanks for coming.
Hi Eva. Thank you, Candy, for sure. That was just truly amazing. And
so now we're
appreciated.
gonna have to go run so we can watch Candy on TV.
Yes.
Does she win? Do we know?
I don't know.
We don't know, so we have to
get
watch.
that info. Yes, we do.
We have to watch. We have to see if she's gonna win.
Guys, Cake Wars. Do not miss it. 9:00 Eastern time.
Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
So, prepare. How do we handle our work life? There is no balance. There is no balance. Sometimes it's Cheerios for dinner, pizza, a yogurt, and you run.
Yeah.
But it can get better, and it will get better.
It will. Try to stay as organized as possible.
Stay
Create your
organized.
list. Prep with time and try to keep everything on point. Try not to get flustered or overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed, but it's important to stay focused. Absolutely.
Stay focused. Okay, my loves, we're gonna run because we gotta go see Candy. I love you guys. Thank you so much for the encouragement.
Thank you, guys.
And yes, Fishman. Yes. Thank you. Check out that article. I think, you know what? As a matter of fact, I think I might discuss it next time. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, because I think it's important. I think our cake community needs to come together. There's too much hate. We need cake love, not war.
Right.
Okay? Even though we're going to watch Cake Wars, but that's totally different. When it comes to our work, it's okay, but not amongst each other as humans, okay? I love you guys, and I guess I'll check you out next week. Our next Cakers Chat is going to be next week on Monday. It's going to be an early one, actually, but I will post it. It's going to be an early one, but it's important to watch. That's going to be the social media guru.
Okay.
Okay? If you think Lenore was good, this chick...
I can't wait. I'm excited.
I mean, she does it for corporate accounts that forget
Incredible.
it. Yeah, I have no idea.
Looking forward to it.
And when she starts talking, she's like doing all these matrices. I'm like, I have no idea. All I just want to see is my page being seen on Facebook. Okay, stay sweet, you guys, and check you next time. Bye. Bye.